Hello, my name is Mari Carmen. I am the mother of Martina and Marco. Hello. Um, I am the president of an optical company that has been around for 40 years. And so we sell glasses and we make life better. My entrepreneurial journey started when I was very, very young. I was about your age, when I would sell lemonade or sell candies, and I would use the money to buy Star Wars little toys back in the day. Okay? So that kind of started my entrepreneurial journey. And then throughout life, I started doing other businesses. And any idea can turn into a big business. So today, I manage over 100 employees. I'm very thrilled that you guys have this initiative because that's where it starts. It starts at your age. So thank you for having me, and I hope that we can learn a little bit about each other. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us here. We're very excited to pick your brains and mentor you. So my name is Dolmari Mendez. I am an entrepreneur by nature. I am what we call a serial entrepreneur. So that means that I never stop. I am creating businesses like one after the other, and all of them are related to each other. So today we hope to really give you a really good idea of what entrepreneurship is, and I hope that you really love it because it's the best thing ever. Miguel?
Dolmari, when you think of your entrepreneurial toolbox, what are the essential skills or strategies you rely on the most? Can you give us an example of one that's been especially critical in your career?
I have a big toolbox. So the first one is a daily one. I mean, all of them are daily, right? We need to understand every day when we wake up what fear means, right? We need to understand that fear is not real. That is in the future of our thoughts and maybe never be real. So we are adults, but sometimes we feel fear too. The second one will be self-motivation. We need to motivate ourselves every morning because not all of us have a coach, right? It's like running a race without the coach telling you, keep running. So that doesn't work like that. It's not real. And second, we need to be grateful. We need to be grateful every day and say thank you to God and everything that we believe and our family. So being grateful is something that we all have to do. And the most important one is that we have to read. We have to read. We have to learn every morning. So I wake up at 4 a.m. My kids are somewhere here, and they can tell you I wake up every day at 4 a.m. and I spend 1 hour being grateful. I, of course, have my face yoga every morning, so I have to make 10 minutes for that. If not, we get older faster. And then I spend 20 minutes thinking about how my day is going to be. If I don't do that, then my day it's not going to be normal. So we need to find everything that 3 things that you need to have every day. In my case, I have to be grateful. I have to read every morning, and then I have to exercise. Everyone here sees me in the morning, right? My workout outfit. And the guard, he used to think that I didn't work, so I had to clarify, I work. It's just that I work after workout. So at 9 a.m., I'm all dressed up, and I go to work. And something that maybe Mari Carmen and Victor agrees with me is that we are parents. So in my case, I'm a mommy of 2, so it's very difficult to balance that. So I have to be here 3 p.m. every day So I have to balance logistics every day. So if I don't have that routine in the morning, it's not going to happen. So having a routine every day is the last one. So you need to be consistent. You need to be self-confident that you can accomplish your routine every day in order to make it work. So that's my toolbox.
Victor, every entrepreneur faces obstacles. Could you share a particular challenge you encountered and describe which tool, whether it was a skill, mindset, or strategy, helped you overcome it?
Well, first of all, I would like to say I believe that being an entrepreneur is more a state of mind than maybe just owning a business. I believe we can all be entrepreneurs. I like to say I used to be an entrepreneur because I used to be a partner in the previous work that I had at the agency, but I'm now an employee, but I still feel like an entrepreneur because I have an entrepreneurial mindset. And that means for me to have adaptability and to have ownership. So when we face challenges or obstacles, I like to look at them as opportunities for us to shine or for my team to shine and convert that obstacle or that hurdle into a win or an opportunity, right? So having adaptability and open-mindedness gives you maybe a better state of mind to make decisions and tackle the problems. So we'll resume on that.
Mari Carmen, how did you cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset that empowers you to embrace risk, learn from setbacks, and stay motivated even in tough times?
That's a very tough question. Well, let me just break the ice here because you mentioned fear. Right now, I am very scared. I'm very nervous. So I have to break the ice. We were talking about coming up the stage, and even though this is a very friendly setup, we as adults, we're very, very nervous right now, right? So we said we were going to talk about that to break a little bit the ice off the stage. Can you repeat the question? Convoluted question here.
From the beginning or just one part?
From the beginning.
Marika, how did you cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset that empowers you to embrace risk, learn from setbacks, and stay motivated even in tough times?
That's a great question. So thank you for asking it. I think part of being an entrepreneur is having a vision. So that vision needs to be very clear from the get-go, and it can adjust in the course of action, right? But having that vision is what allows you to navigate the difficult times because you believe in your idea and you can make it happen. In difficult times, I think your positive mindset helps a lot. If you let yourself be influenced by the negative rhetoric around you, it can really take a toll on how you implement that vision long term. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in that vision. And something that is very, very important in being an entrepreneur, it's also understanding what are the needs of your customers or clients, right? So it has to go both ways. That would be my 2 cents.
So, Victor, how do you see the skills and mindset of an entrepreneur applying to daily challenges, whether in school, work, or personal life? What can the students learn from your experiences?
Well, I would say, as I said at the beginning, I believe one of the things on your toolbox should be ownership. So for example, when you're doing a group project, everybody has to have ownership about their part, right? You don't have to necessarily be the leader of the whole group, but at least have ownership of your part or your, your part of the project, right? So basically, that's about ownership, being positive, which I also believe is a very important mindset that you should have. You should apply to the school as well. Maybe you didn't get the grade you wanted on a specific project, but you can use that to learn and be better the next time, right? So your attitude will be very important tackling these things along the way. So I will say maybe those two.
Thank you. That makes sense. So, Mari Carmen, did I get that name right? Good. Mari Carmen. For our students who are just starting to explore entrepreneurship, what's one simple daily habit or skill that they can develop to build their own toolbox?
I think that the daily habit should be collaboration. Nothing happens with only one person in the team. So being a team player, it's key for every day. And it's something that I've had the opportunity to see here at Robinson. So I think you're already cultivating that in your toolbox as you go along. I had the opportunity to interview some of the students during their entrepreneurship class. And I could tell by the way that they interacted that everything was made by a team effort and everybody had a role in it. And decisions were made with collaboration, not with only one person. So that would be the skill set.
Dolmari, resilience is a key trait for any entrepreneur. Can you share a story where resilience turned a setback into an opportunity? How do you balance risk-taking with caution in your decision-making process?
So I'm going to try to explain super easy what I do. So I feel that we're trying to save the healthcare system, right, which is impossible. So, and we trace people. Do you remember the pandemic? That nobody knew what was happening. So in that moment, my company, one of them, we were trying to develop, we did it, but the pandemic accelerated everything because, again, it's healthcare. So we were trying to give the government and the healthcare system in general, doctors, hospitals, everyone, for everything, visualization of chronic diseases and clinical conditions to the government of Puerto Rico and the government and the federal government to USA, right? And it was very slow because we had to connect every point of service when we are sick, right? So when the pandemic came, nothing was ready. So we had to do something that is called pivoting. That it means that when things happen and you're not able to execute it, you have to adapt to it, adapt to the changes very quick. You mentioned something like that. And we had to move very, very quick to connect everyone. And then we built this map where we were able to trace humans. So if there's another pandemic, now there's a place in the cloud that we know everything what is happening. And that evolved. So now we can say we know where every human with specific conditions like diabetes, cancer, and among a ton of diseases, where they are. So if we have a hurricane, for example, then we have people that need their medications like insulin, now we know where to find them. And that way there's no interruption of the treatment. This is very complicated. So my point is that when you have a plan A, you need to have a plan B and C and D until the C, because if something doesn't work, you need to move to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one, because things can happen, okay? So that is called pivot. It's something that you will learn at some point in your entrepreneurship program, okay? So plan A, plan B, plan C. So if you have to study for a test and the teacher got sick and she didn't come and it was a Friday, you feel, yeah, we didn't have the test, right? But you need to make sure and be ready for the test, because for sure it's going to be on Monday and you're going to forget everything during the weekend, right? So you need to make sure that in your plan B, you are ready for your test on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whenever you're gonna have it. That's an example and an analogy. That's it.
Victor, creativity often fuels innovation. How do you foster creativity in your daily work, and why is it so important in entrepreneurship?
Well, I would say there's not such thing as a bad idea. In our teams, we encourage everybody to bring their ideas. Doesn't matter what it is, because you never know what's gonna come out of any idea. So how do we foster it? We just open-handed receive it. You know, we encourage everybody to bring their ideas, because there's no such thing as a bad one. So that helps us stay fresh, and it gives us a lot of fresh ideas all the time. And obviously, I would say the creativity is very important for you to stand out from your competition, right? For example, if you got a group project, again, and everybody has the same topic, how are you going to differentiate yourself from your classmates? Well, by creativity, right? How do you do things a little bit different and on your own way, so the end result, it's speak for itself.
That's good. Mari Carmen, continuous learning is often mentioned as vital to entrepreneurial success. How do you stay ahead of trends and continuously refine your skills? And what advice do you have for students in that regard?
I do a lot of reading at night, so I'm on top of market changes and trends. I'm gonna a little bit of what you said regarding creativity, because even though there are market trends and I do a lot of the learning, a lot of our associates do also continue learning. So we allow for them to bring in ideas to keep up with the trends. So it's a collaboration effort. We do conference calls every Tuesday, and the ideas not only have to come from me, they come from all our associates that bring in what's working for them, and that's how we implement all across.
Great point.
This one is for all of you. The last one. To wrap it up, could each of you share one final piece of advice, a tool or mindset that you believe is indispensable for anyone aspiring to succeed in entrepreneurship?
Well, I will resume it, or making a recap of what I said at the beginning. I believe entrepreneurship is a state of mind. All of you can be entrepreneurs. It's all about ownership and how you approach your work or your studies and whatnot. So that's the main idea, right? It's a state of mind, and also just to stay curious and keep learning, because that's where the ideas are going to come from, and that's what's going to give you tools in the future to stay adaptable and to win your cases. So now that will be it.
Thank you.
I would have to say that every idea is a good idea, okay? So believe in that idea, have that vision, and execute it, right? So there were a couple of projects that I saw around that are great ideas that have become businesses nowadays in Puerto Rico. So the ideas that you have here are in such a good track. So keep at it. Practice, talk to people, make good teamwork, and execute. That would be my advice.
Thank you.
So I have three recommendations. So the first one is never stop asking questions. Never stop. You need to be curious like every day. Never ask harassing your teachers asking questions. That's their job. And you have to learn it. The second one is passion. All those projects back there that are amazing, and like Mari Carmen said, most of them are businesses today, successful businesses. So that works. So now you in the future needs to find how you're gonna make it better and how you're going to differentiate what is already out there from what is going to be in the future. And the last one, the most important one, is the word that I want you to take with you today as your takeaway, and it's called grit. Grit, Grit, as Thomas. That means that you need passion and perseverance together. So I wanted to say something that is very important. Now the entrepreneurship is for those that are resilient and have grit, because it's proven that not always the best grades are the ones that are the successful ones, okay? Everyone have the same opportunity to be successful. It doesn't matter if you're an A+ student or a C regular student. If you have the grit and the passion to do what you love, you're gonna be able to make it. You're gonna have a few angels in that pathway, like mentors like us that are gonna be there for you. But the grit is something you can never lose. That's the key of success, in my opinion.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming here. But before you leave, we have one last token of our appreciation.
Okay.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Had a great evening. Yeah.
Thank you to our panelists and moderators. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Gracias. Hey.
Next up, we have our high school student presentations. We invite parents and guests to participate as high school students share their work. While presentations are ongoing on the floor area, students will begin preparing for Project Fair, where elementary and high school students will proudly showcase their work. Please welcome Pelicano Belle.
Te llevo al micrófono. La chapa está culo. Empiezo. Pero, toma. Oye, yo dije, vaya. Ahorita, oye. ¿Estás ready?
Hi, I'm with Pelicanos Belle. We are a muralism art class. My name is Mauro Morel.
And my name is Javier Zorrilla.
Vale. Vale. Ya, para. Dale.
Our logo represents our identity as a moral company. The pelican symbolizes teamwork, resilience, and adaptability, essential, essential qualities in our creative process. The green color reflects growth, harmony, and connection with the environment values we aim to convey in every mural. The circle represents unity and community impact. With a modern and clear design, this logo reflects our commitment to transforming spaces through art.
Imagine this. You're a bird flying across the air. You're up in the air. You need to have connection with your wings, eyes, precision, what's happening around you. Imagine this big gust of wind comes at you. You need to adapt to the things going around you like this big gust of wind. You're not going to fall down. You need to be up there in the wind. You need to adapt to the things that's happening around you. And the reason we chose color green is because it represents growth, harmony, and connection. We want our students to connect with our art pieces and to grow around our art pieces.
Our vision. Our vision is to improve educational spaces in Puerto Rico by beautifying them and educating the community on social issues.
A big problem that we have around the world or schools in Puerto Rico is that a lot of students don't know our social issues that we have. So the thing is, we want to bring beauty like muralisms and art pieces to show the students the social issues like global warming.
Our mission is to brighten up school and educational spaces in Puerto Rico with murals. We want to help students learn about important social issues through art. Our goal is to inspire change and bring the school community closer together.
Imagine this, you're walking around town, you see this beautiful art piece. You're gonna take a couple pictures, and in hours you're gonna see a beautiful quote saying a deep meaning after the quote. So you're gonna take a picture with it, you're gonna have a good caption. A lot of people are gonna learn about it, so they're gonna go take a picture with it to learn and educate other people with our paintings and the beauty of it. One of our challenges that we have in our art pieces is that we're young people and we don't have money to paint walls or to educate a lot of people unless we do stuff like this. So one of the things that we're doing, we're selling art pieces for other people to buy, to have money and budget to buy art pieces, art paint, and brushes. Our future steps are to show people at the... What are our future steps? Our future steps are to put our art paints around the college counselor and for people to learn where there are paintings. I can't honestly go. Practice. But here, this is one of our sketches that we're still building on. We are still missing a lot of details, but this is the main thing that we have. Right here in the wall that you can see the wings and our quote is the wall next to the college counseling, that this is where you choose your job, your future, your career, that you need to build upon. So you need to think about the stuff that you have. So the quote that we have here is your future is limitless. The reason we say that we put that, because a lot of people want to become entrepreneurs. They want to build to the MBA. They want to go big places, but they're not sure how to go, and they think that they're not going to achieve it. So we want our people to think big. There's no limit to the thinking that you have, and the wings represent us going in the air with courage, and don't have fear. And it could bring people around together.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, how let's put this today. And what's the next? And I let's like yeah. Oh no, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Pelicano Belle. Before our next presentation, before our next presentation, we would like for the elementary students to lower their voices a little bit as we still have a couple presentations, and for the parents to sit down because we still have 3 groups left that are going to present.
Yeah. Okay.
Our next group is our very own Nelly's Cookies. Me and my 2 business partners, Nelson Gutierrez del Arroyo and Lucas Thomas, are going to be breaking down our business and talking about our future growth potential.
Okay. Sure. Very nice.
So, how did it all begin? The story begins it's really not that luxurious. So basically, my baseball career came to an abrupt end due to 2 consecutive baseball injuries. After surgery, I needed to find something to do, something to get my mind off this stress that I had, knowing that I couldn't play the sport that I loved. So that's where I found a love for baking and cooking. In April of 2024, I began experimenting with over 20 different cookie recipes and giving samples to my friends until I found the perfect cookie. Fast forward to November of 2024, the opportunity to open up a stand was presented in entrepreneurship class. This is where I partnered with Lucas and Kai, and at first we didn't really know what to do. We had the idea to make teacher gift baskets and sell dog leashes, but it was something that didn't really resonate with us, and that's where I remembered my cookies. Everybody loved my cookies, and so we decided to go with that. And basically, we all invested $125 of our own money, and we went all in, and we bought all the ingredients to make cookies. And we made over 450 cookies, and in the bazaar, we generated almost $1,300 in 3 hours. And
Thank you.
And this is where my business partners and I decided that this business has the opportunity to flourish and become something bigger than what it is now.
There you go. We're the figure.
So at Nelly's Cookie, our mission statement is to bring comfort, joy, and great flavors to the next generation of Puerto Rican students and young entrepreneurs. With a focus on quality ingredients and late-night convenience, we strive to become the ultimate gathering spot for late-night studying sessions, social meetups, and unforgettable moments. And before we continue, I'd like to ask for those in the back and for the elementary kids, if they could lower their voices, and for the parents to sit back down. There'll be time after the presentations to go around and learn from each one of the groups that we have in the back. Thank you. So moving on to our target market, in terms of demographic, we're looking at young adults under the age of 30 years old, with a primary focus on students, be it college students or high school students. This is because this is the market and the audience that we know best and that we best resonate with. In terms of the psychographics, we're looking at those interested in social media, those that resonate with Puerto Rico's culture, and those that follow social media trends. So this looks like students that follow aesthetic movements, such as those that visit places like Starbucks, Crumble Cookie, those that are tapped into current social media trends and follow them, and Puerto Rican students who enjoy social and study environments. Okay, now, let it second. Just like it. Try it. Okay, turn up. All right. Done. Go. One more. Okay, now here we go. All right, so our unique selling point is basically how we're gonna present ourselves in the marketplace, right? So what we're gonna be promoting with Nelly's Cookies is a nostalgic home taste and premium quality cookies. And we're also gonna be, with our branding and marketing, you will resonate with Puerto Rico's audience, Puerto Rico's culture, right? Since, you know, Bad Bunny recently released his album, and that inspired a Puerto Rican culture, and everybody all of a sudden started resonating with Puerto Rico. So we're gonna put that in Nelly's Cookies marketing and try to resonate and take advantage of that market trend, since it is a trend. So that's what's working right now. So we're just gonna take advantage of that, right? And then we're also gonna take advantage of behind the scenes marketing. So have you seen, I don't know if you guys seen on Instagram or Reels, right? If you guys seen like day in the life of a D1 athlete, or in our case, day in the life of an entrepreneur, right? Building a cookie store or stuff like that, right? So we're gonna take advantage of that, since people like that, and that's what works. And it's good because it's gonna bring traffic to our brand and to Nelly's Cookies, right? Because at the end of the day, we want eyeballs on our brand and our marketing. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're also gonna do a lounge style marketing, right? We're gonna promote lounge style, so people are motivated not only to come in to try the cookies, but also to sit down in our store, our Nelly's Cookies. You know, they can buy cookies and they're gonna sit down. We're gonna put nice lounge music, you know, having a really nice experience. And we're also gonna target individuals experiencing late night cravings and seeking a quick meal option at 3 a.m. Right? Because that's we're gonna take advantage of that market. Here in Puerto Rico, there's not really a place where you can go and have a quick snack at night. So we're gonna take advantage of that market, right? So we can create a good customer base for that market. So then hopefully those same people can come back later in the day, and since they already tried the cookies at night, they're gonna come back, tell their friends and family, and we're basically gonna keep going along with that. Can you get the clicker? So this is our product concept, as you can see there. Basically, we chose these color palettes. As you see, we see beige. We see the color beige, brown, black, and white. And these colors are used to signify a sense of working with organic products and bringing a sense of cleanliness to the food market. And yeah, papi se me fue el dedo. Keep going.
So in terms of the pricing strategy, which we've based off of our own personal experiences here within Robinson School and selling at the bazaar, and also looking at our competitors such as Crumble Cookie, Insomnia Cookie, and Mr. Cookies, we've decided that a single cookie would be $4.50, a 3-pack of cookies would be $12.50, a 6-pack of cookies would be $24, and a 12-pack of cookies would be $45. Now going a little bit deeper into that and looking at our estimated cost and profit margins, we estimate that the cost to produce one cookie is anywhere in between $1.50 and $2. So in terms of, for the sake of keeping it simple, we averaged out the cost per cookie to $1.75, giving us a profit margin anywhere between 50 and 60%, depending on which pack the customer decides to buy. Our most profitable one is the individual cookie, but when you take into account the amount of revenue coming in, the 3-pack of cookies would actually be the most ideal and the one that we would like to push most, because it has the sweet spot between a good profit margin but also a high enough revenue at $12.50 versus $4.50 of the single cookie.
Yeah. I want to go back and go to the product. So basically, we chose these colors because these colors associate with nature and organic elements. And this reflects the type of quality ingredient that we want to bring to Nelly's Cookie, and the homemade quality that one likes in baked goods. We want it to feel feelings of coziness, nostalgia, and comfort. And we chose these colors because it basically creates a welcoming and soothing atmosphere, and it creates a sense of purity and calmness. And yeah, that's all I just wanted to add. There you go. All right. So the potential markets, first is going to be the local market. This is the most important market. The local market, we really want to set a good presence in the local market, since it is the one that's the easiest and the most important to really grab that audience, right? And then second, the event catering. As our competitors like Crumble, they do event catering. For example, if a business has an event, well, they'll call Crumble, or they'll call Nelly's Cookies, and they'll order a batch of cookies, and we'll cater to them. And then the tourism market, of course, is the number one industry in Puerto Rico. So, of course, we'll be taking advantage of that. And my favorite market, the luxury and VIP market, we want to, expand to things like maybe like in airports, right? Have a nice lounge of Nelly's Cookies. And since we're going to open other offers and other products like coffee, right? Since, that's a luxury and VIP type service. And then the other potential market will be the delivery, which would be like online delivery, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Really try to expand in all types of markets. But of course, the most important, local market. That's our main focus. Now moving up to our startup costs. This startup is in our Fajardo location in Fajardo Community Plaza. It's a new plaza that just recently opened. It has Los Parao, and it also has the Fajardo Community Storage. And we found the opportunity, and the owner he basically told us that he would give us six months free of rent, and this is the initial startup budget. So the largest portion, as we can see right here, is the labor. With it becoming 40% of the initial startup cost, and that 40% is around $17,000, and it's to cover the first 2 months of staffing, which includes 1 member, 2 full staff employees, 3 part-time employees, which is about roughly $8,500 a month. Our next largest portion is the used equipment and supplies, totaling up to $14,500. And this includes baking equipment such as mixers, rotating ovens, and baking racks, refrigeration, storage, freezers, and everything need. And we would also like to incorporate technology, and this cost us $2,000. And our interior furnishing is not that much; it's about $4,000. And this includes couches, tables, and chairs, as seen in the concept pictures. And for the renovations, it's pretty cheap, right? Relatively, it's $1,500, and our initial inventory would be around $3,500, for a total price of $42,000 for our initial startup cost. We have something else that we want to add.
So I think more important than anything, more important than the actual product or the business itself, is the lessons that we've learned along the way. Because these lessons are the things that we'll be able to apply not only in the world of business, but also within our daily lives. And those are the lessons that are going to push us forward and keep us growing as individuals. Me personally, I would like to share one of the lessons that we learned when we sold the cookies at the bazaar. This was, I think, one of the first very big lessons and kind of eye-opening moments that we had. Everybody in our class was tasked with selling at the bazaar. There was a lot of also other competitors and individuals that were selling at the bazaar. There was 3 or 4 people that were selling sweets, including cookies, cakes, etc. But the difference between us and them is that we put in that final 20%. Everybody was there selling. Everybody had that 80%, the big chunk of the work, they had it done. But we decided to take the extra step. We took the step, the uncomfortable step forward, and that's what set us apart. We got custom t-shirts made. We put together a sales crew that went around selling to the people at the bazaar. And those seemingly little things are the what made us stand out and made the difference and resulted in us making over $1.3 thousand.
I would like to add that I think as an aspiring entrepreneur, I think it's important to know your strengths and limitations. Something that I found that is my limitation is that I'm not a really good small talker. When I'm in close with a random person, I really don't know what to say and nothing really comes to mind. And this is where this guy comes in. This guy, he's a really good small talker. He's interpersonal and he really knows the ins and outs of people. And right here, my friend, you know, this guy's the most dedicated guy I know. He's an aspiring entrepreneur, and he also is in many businesses, including the entertainment business, now the marketing business now again, and the cookie business. You know, you're doing everything, and I really appreciate you guys for being a part of this, and I really appreciate you guys coming on this journey with me. And this is something that yeah, you can talk right now.
We learned that me and Lucas cannot bake.
We cannot bake.
We cannot bake.
Cannot bake. I don't know how to bake. They really cannot bake to save their life. These guys, yeah. That's the picture right there. Stir the glucose.
They gotta stir the glucose. What you know about glucose?
And yeah, we all have our limitations, and I think we bring out the best in each other, and we also help out when we're struggling, right? And that's what makes us such a good team, and I feel like we will once again work together, and not only in this cookie business, because this isn't just about cookies. This is about selling ourselves to you guys and selling what we are and who we are as Robinson students. And we really want to bring value into this world and make a change, and not just only for our own benefit, but for the benefit of our community. Thank you, guys.
And that concludes the Nelly's Cookies presentation.
You're not.
Thank you. Our next group is Hawkeye's Production. Hawkeye Productions.
Bigfoot. Like. So, hello everyone. I don't only bake cookies, but I also make movies. So we're excited to present our short film created for the Pontes Los Cortos Film Festival. It's a local film festival. It's called Better Than a Heartbreaker. This project was our opportunity to experience what it takes to bring a film to life, not just creativity, but a real business venture.
All right. So, I'm Joseph Rodriguez. I directed this short film. Very proud of it, and we just want to give you a look behind the scenes. If you would. Well, no, that's just good.
Like 3, 2, 1, good. what's going on over here?
Why do you know the things?
Sound of those. Whoa. Hi, Scott. What? That's real. Nothing probably good right at it. It says, hey, where's your little thingy?
Oh, yeah, it's a puppy.
No, what? Close it.
You get me started up. And to block.
Let's see. Right?
Albert, oh, well, these. That's how the guy.
Alright, 2 minutes till we're shooting. How are we feeling?
I didn't eat coffee.
You put it on my shirt. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Then on this.
Still, how do we adjust it to
Don't. Yeah. Was that it?
Sir, I did explain. One job. One job. I did. It was like.
Damn.
How are we feeling? Action. Big POV. Oh, crap.
That's it. Sir. No. Forward. Win. Action. Good. Then don't. It's a very good start. Really good.
And with that, I'd like to give a special thanks to Brandon Howard for composing the score, and Daphne Patron for throwing together the for making the behind the scenes. Whoa. And now here's Fabi.
All right, so I'm Fabian Berrios, and I wrote this movie with my other classmate, Rihanna Zanetti. And so essentially, every film production is like a startup. You really need a solid idea and a team with different departments, funding, and a plan for distribution.
That's yours. Not good. Lovely feedback.
Yeah. And so essentially, we chose to make a fun, engaging story because we knew it would sort of challenge us creatively and appeal to the audience, while also just in general letting us have a fun time with the production. But beyond creativity, it also led us to have a sort of entrepreneurial exercise in managing production, resources, and financing, just like in real-world filmmaking. So our short film is going to debut on April 26th in the Ponte Los Cortos Film Festival in El Teatro de Bellas Artes. And thank you. And essentially, just like how independent filmmakers in the actual film industry use platforms such as GoFundMe to finance their projects, we're offering exclusive packages for those who want to support us in our journey, aside from just buying the ticket. And your contributions don't just help us cover costs, but they also make you an official supporter of student filmmaking. So here's how you can help. We decided to separate these support packages into 3 different tiers. So if you fund $30 or more, you get 1 ticket to our screening and a special thank you in our credits. And if you fund over $50, you get a ticket, a special thank you, and your business logo in our credits. And for the final tier, at funding over $70, you get 2 tickets, your logo in the credits, and a special mention at our screening. And these support packages are important to supporting young filmmakers while also getting you and your business recognized for doing so. And every contribution helps us cover festival fee and future productions. So right now, for example, we're working on a new production, a short documentary set to premiere next month at another festival. So through supporting this endeavor, you help make independent film possible. So let's make this premiere unforgettable together. Anyway, so coming up right now is our trailer, which is edited by our editor, Danny Lopez. And it's essentially a sneak peek at our final product. So we hope you enjoy.
Okay, that's it. You're on thin ice. One more heartbreak, and you're out of the OFW program. I thought we needed like a little break after mixed service and everything.
Hey,
Oh, like,
is this the stadium?
no. More of a rock kind of guy, like the Spanish content. So that's that. You have one job. Get these two teenagers to like each other.
All right, so thank you for your time and support. And filmmaking is both an art and a business, and we're all really proud of having built this project from the ground up with the help of so many people around us, especially the faculty that have been with us every step of the way. So we hope to see you at the screening. Tickets are being sold at our stand right over there, right next to the Talent Media stand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before I go, I'd like to give a special thank to Robert Somerset for helping us through our process.
Well. Yeah, good. Anyway.
Thank you, Hawkeye production team. Our next group is going to be Robinson School's very own Talon Media.
Yeah, it's you. Hello? Sorry. There's
Okay.
it's not there. Okay.
Hello, good evening. I hope you're all having a wonderful afternoon. I am here on behalf of Talon Media, a visual production company here at Robinson School. We have a variety of students in our organization, all ranging from many ages, from 5th grade all the way up to 12th grade. And we let anyone join as long as they have a passion for visual arts and visual media. We created Talon Media because we had many events being produced at Robinson School, but we had no efficient production workflow, we had no equipment, and we had no crew to carry on the production of these events. So by creating Talon Media, we managed to fill the glass and make our productions elevated to another level. We offer a variety of services in Talon Media, from photography of many events, including the 5K, sports portraits, and general student portraits and concerts. You can see some examples of our works on the screens. And we also offer photography for event coverage for...
Before we continue, we'd like to invite you guys to be a part of the community and come forward as we finish the final presentation. Please and thank you.
Could we have everybody's attention in the back? Parents, could you guys please sit down? We still have a couple presentations left. I think it would be really respectful of you guys to please sit down and listen to our companion. She's worked very hard on this, and I think you guys should listen to this, and she deserves the spotlight.
Thank you. But yes, as I was saying, we offer very different types of like event coverage for photography and all the sorts. We also do videography and event coverage for different YouTube videos. We have recap videos. We have editors. And in addition to that, we also have multiple live streams that we host, including an AI panel live stream that we hosted last year in 2024. And multiple sports live streams that we do for all the school's athletics team. On the following slide, you can see some pictures of us and my members kind of just working around and using the video switchers and taking videos on cameras and photos. On top of everything else, we also do podcast production. We do production for a Seeds of Faith podcast, which is shown on the screens on the left, and the Pizza and Theology podcast, which is shown on the screens on the right. You'll see little previews of the videos playing. Aside from our podcasts, we also have a web series that we helped develop for Hawks and Tales, a little web series created by the libraries in the elementary and upper school libraries, where they have some teachers read like children's books and stories in Spanish and English on YouTube, and it's available for all kids to just kind of watch. And finally, we also do technical support and production assistant. We do lighting and stage setup. We ensure that your lighting is designed correctly so that it looks good live and on camera. And that we also make sure that your illumination looks, neat, interesting. We also do a lot of visual coordination, like I mentioned before, visual design. And we also have a projection technician that can make a polished presentation really add to your event. If you're interested in any of the services that we can offer, please contact us at the email provided on the screen, and we can discuss how to enhance your next event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Skyline Audio. I think I can speak for every entrepreneur here. We are very proud of all the skills we have developed in the creation of these projects. We hope you enjoy them as much as we enjoyed the process of creating them. Thank you to all the students. To the students who presented on the stage today, we hope this is the beginning of many more opportunities. Now we can move to the project fair area in the back. Some of you guys already moved there, but where you can enjoy students' creation, buy some goods, and or partner with some of the social initiatives. Students are eager to show you the projects and answer your questions. So thank you very much.
Hey.
Okay, excuse me guys, we have an additional guest that's gonna present right now. They're called Skyline Audio for one last presentation, and then all of you guys can move to the back.
Waited. Good faded. Big day. Down with it on. Down our Skyline Audio. Just it's like at the Skyline Audio. Come on. And you put that it. Yeah. You might I.
There you go. Good night, everybody. My name is Kai Sierra, and tonight, I don't know if it's pretend. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna present to you guys Skyline Audio. We are a audio production company. We're here from Robinson School, obviously. We're consisted of 10 to 12 students, obviously me being one of them. We're 11th grade and 12th grade.
Where we at?
Alright, why create Skyline Audio? Pues on one of our production events, we had no efficient production workflow, equipment, or crew. So we were half full, half empty. Like we have the picture right there. We also provide our services, which are audio production, which is an audio production company. We provide live sounds, events, musical performance, and we also DJ. We also provide sound design, logo animations, commercials, and short films. I think we're going to play one of the short films and the animations up there real quick. Get it up there. It was a thing. It's like shouting like, yeah, like the thing. That's the video.
Your Bliss, our chocolate bar, sweet, rich, and crafted to melt in your mouth. Treat yourself to the taste you crave. A moment of pure delight.
We got staying.
That was a commercial.
That it is.
Oh, all right. Music production. We make voiceovers, commercials like you just saw one, and vocal productions. We have a lot of students there. We have pictures, and we also do music. Independent songwriters, like our past seniors. We see their, I forgot his name, and we have Andrea Reyes up there too. Jose Colon. All right. You can contact us. There we have Kevin Murillo's email and send us donations and stuff. But before we finish, I want to share a quote real quick that dates back to the members we had up here about fear. So it goes, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. You are playing us small, does not serve the world. There was nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give permission to other people to do the same. As we liberate from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you for listening.
Hello. All right, now you guys can freely move to the back, check out all the presentation, ask questions. I really encourage you guys to ask questions. Every student here works super hard, so please go enjoy. Thank you very much.